first show on my channel. This time we're going to speak about Don Raul Haley and how he has managed to save Arsenal £45 million in wages in one summer transfer window. Now, I did a video on this channel, I think it was back in January, when there was the reported Arsenal have only got 45 million budget, etc., etc. So I did a video back then explaining and detailing how you can spend well over £100 million with a £45 million budget. Now, a lot of people laughed at that. A lot of people didn't really know how you could do it. And I did explain it quite detailed. And I picked up a hell of a lot of new subscribers off of that. So any of you guys watching that, big up yourselves. I do appreciate that. But yeah, listen, the way we do it is through very clever structured payments, which is something that, you know, when it comes to Arsenal, it's a case of, oh, well, look, Arsenal are penny pinching, Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that. It's not. That is how football is run. You don't pay up front for players. It's very rare that happens. And, you know, for example, Nicola Pepe, we're paying £20 million. That's all we've paid for him. And we've got a £72 million footballer. You know, William Saliba, we've paid £6 million, albeit he's gone back out on loan. But that's another clever thing that Raul's done. He is going to be and has been registered in our Premier League squad, even though he's not playing a Premier League game this season. That is why he was in training when we first signed him, because he had to physically do a training session to be able to be put into the Premier League squad. Now, even though we've loaned him back out to St. Etienne, that is just great business and great work from Raul. You know, all these little things that we haven't been doing, we're now starting to do. But the way we got £45 million a year, or this year, off of the wage bill, firstly, Mkhitaryan. Loaning that guy out on deadline day was an absolute masterstroke. £200,000 a week, anywhere between 180 and £200,000 a week, gone straight away. So there's nearly £10 million of it. If you add in the fact that Aaron Ramsey's gone, Petr Cech's gone, Danny Welbeck's gone, you know, they're all on 100 grand a week. You know, there's another £15 million. You know, we've got Bielik off the books. He went. We actually got a fee for him. Cole Jenkinson, another one that we got a fee for. And that's somebody that's been here. And listen, I don't dislike the guy. He's an Arsenal fan. But at the same time, he weren't ever good enough to play for this football club. And he was basically just living our dream. But when you add into the fact that we've got him off the wage bill, which is 50 grand a week, that is £2.5 million a year. Gone. Just like that. And we've been trying to do that for what, 8 years? Or listen, I've wanted him gone for a very long time. And if you add up all of these players that have gone out the door, whether it be on a free transfer, whether it be on loan like Eddie Nketiah, like Mkhitaryan, like El Neni, another one, he's only on reportedly 30 grand a week, which is minor. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not minor, because you are then able to go and negotiate with your best players, Aubameyang, Lacazette, players like that, Torreira, even Leno if you wanted to, and you can sit down and go, right, we have now saved X and we have got Y in the pot, so there's your new deal. And you can give them a new deal. And we are reportedly close to getting Aubameyang and Lacazette's deals done and over the line. But, you know, when you look at how many players have actually left this football club this summer, it is epic. Literally, I think 15 players have left this club. 3 are on loan, Nketiah, El Neni and Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan's got an option to buy as well if they want to. He has to play 25 games, I think. So you never know. But we got money for Ospina. We got money for Bielik. We got money for Jenkinson. We even got money for Takuma Asano that never even played a game for the club. And all of this has happened, and stuff that we have been crying out for. All of this has happened in one transfer window in the summer. And when I sit down and analyse it, I'm over the moon. Seriously, I can't believe how much we've actually done this summer. To overhaul that many players. We were all sat here doom and gloom at the end of the season going, oh, Ramsey's going and, you know, we ain't got any money and this and that. And I was just sat there kind of chilled, didn't panic. We obviously went out and spent £140 million in terms of transfer fees, but we haven't laid that much out. And then when you recoup money back in, we've recouped in over 60 million quid. You know, Iwobi's gone. You know, Iwobi and Bielik are 50 million straight away. Yes, we're not going to get all of that in one hit, the same as we ain't paying out in one hit. But when you balance the books properly and you actually analyse it and you sit there and go, do you know what? If somebody had said to me 6 months ago that all of these players would be gone, we'll have the squad we've got now, and our wage bill will be £45 million less before we get them players in. It's probably around the same now because obviously we've got Tierney, we've got Pepe, David Luiz. You know, we've signed some good players this summer, and obviously Saliba as well, Martinelli. So our wage bill is probably there or thereabouts the same. But if we had kept all of them players, or half of them players, i.e. Mkhitaryan, players like that, our wage bill would be up near 300 million a year. And we can't sustain that. We can't. We just genuinely cannot sustain that. So I think that we're definitely going in the right direction. That's one thing I will say. But I also think that we've got a vision now, and we've got a set structure in place with a team of people that are capable of delivering. You know, they can go out there and they can go, right, we can negotiate with any team in the world, any agent in the world. We can offer any money in the world within reason. If we want to go and do 100 million, I'm sure we've got 100 million we can do on a player. Obviously, like I said, it'd be staggered. But we have now got that. We've got Raul doing that. We have got Edu bringing in the youth players, scouting the best youth out there, scouting other players as well. We've got Vinay who's doing the commercial side. We won't know how good he is until he starts bringing deals to the table. Obviously, the deals we've got in place already there before he arrived. So I suppose that's one decent thing that Ivan Gazidis done. But at the same time, with the manager, and I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence with the manager. I'm not. I rate him. Everyone knows that. I question him. I questioned him at the weekend. I questioned him when Xhaka's in the squad. I don't get why he's there. But I think we've got the right set of people now to lead this club forward and get us back to glory. And this is what we fully deserve. Listen, we are the most impatient but patient fans, if that made any sense whatsoever. But we're patient because we've waited 15 years without a title. But at the same time, we're also impatient because now we demand it just like that. Now the previous manager's gone. Now we've got these guys in place. We want a title now. It don't work like that. And we have to stay calm and chill out, whether that be with Emery next season. Obviously, he's got this season ahead of him. If Emery's here next season, then cool. If he ain't, then cool. It ain't no drama. There's no connection or no sentimental value in the fan base anymore in terms of a manager. And that is something that has massively, massively boosted this fan base. Regardless of whether you were in or out, shake it all about. That has massively, massively improved the bond within the fans. You see it on match days. Everyone's happy now. You know, everyone is literally over the moon. Whether we win, lose or draw, as long as we put a shift in, nobody cares. Yeah, it was embarrassing up at Liverpool again the other week, but we carried on going. It weren't as embarrassing as it has been. And I fully believe with Don Raul Sanllehi in charge, we are going to fly. Next couple of seasons, we're right up there challenging for a title with Man City, Liverpool. But that's just my opinion. I just wanted to sit here and I was sat over there, literally over there. Well, where am I? Over there. I was sat over there earlier and I was reading an article and it said we save £45 million. Obviously, as you guys know, I've not really been on the ball on here recently. I am now. I'm back. Got my mojo back for it. So yeah, I am going to be posting videos regular as well. So big up everyone who stuck by me, everyone who's obviously subscribed to the channel, always likes my content and shares it around. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was sat over there reading an article and I couldn't believe it was £45 million we've saved in 1 year by getting rid of all of them players. When you look at £45 million and then look at the caliber of players, the only one you could say that we might genuinely miss is Aaron Ramsey. And that ain't worth 45 million in 1 year, is it? Let's be real. Mkhitaryan, Petr Cech, Danny Welbeck, no, not good enough. Alex Iwobi, I thought he should have stayed another season, but you can't reject 40 million quid. It's as simple as that. But again, you can make a case for why him not being good enough. And I get the case. I do get it. Listen, I'm not stupid. I know he ain't lived up to the hype and he ain't great. But then you look at other players, Mohamed El Neni, you know, and then you've got Bielik, Asano, you know, and when you actually put all of them players together and realise that they were on £45 million a year, that is where we have gone wrong as a football club. And that is something that we massively, massively need to change. So, yeah, I'm glad that's being done. I'm glad that the club is starting to turn things around. And I'm glad that, you know, most fans are happy now. You know, I'm fed up of arguing with people, if I'm honest with you. It was getting a bit boring and tedious. So, You know, now the biggest argument is over a player. You know, at the moment it's Granit Xhaka. Last season it was Mesut Ozil. You know, as soon as we get rid of them two as well, that'd be another 400 odd grand a week off the wages. Adding Mustafi as well, we're talking another 500. That's now 500 grand. You know, that's a lot of money. That's a hell of a lot of money over a course of a season. And then you add that into the 45 million we've saved this summer. We've got good times ahead, and I'm fully excited. But yeah, there's my thoughts on it. There's my little ramblings on it. Leave it all in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the players we've let go were worth £45 million a year in wages? I think I pretty much know the answer to that anyway. Don't forget, I'll also be back at 5 o'clock as well. I'll be doing a live stream later. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go and enjoy this. Look at this. What a view. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Laters, peeps.